Cyril, welcome
Yes,
back.
thank you for having me.
The truth is that this episode has been one of a different kind of story. When I told a few friends of mine that my people will say anybody that knows one road does not know road,
Of course.
because there are different roads that goes to the market. It is not a market if it's just one road that leads to it. And the same is applicable to migration. One person's history or experience does not qualify to tell the histories of others. Nonetheless, in this kind of situation where we learn from our experiences, and then as we're telling it, people who pay attention to the details and the context, we also be able to learn one or two that they can use as preventative measures, not to have the same similar ugly experiences or be able to navigate when they find themselves in scenarios that you have described. If you were to say, from what you have lived in your 23 years since you migrated, what is one thing that you wished you had prevented?
One thing I wish I have prevented, like I said before, entering Spain illegally. You understand me? Yes. If I had to turn the hands of the clock backwards, I would prevent that. It's an experience now,
Yes.
but it was not a good experience. You understand me? It was not a good experience. So that is, as we said before, I will recommend people come legally. Okay? And the easiest way is through school. Because you are the one applying. If you are giving the admission, you will see it. After the person is given admission, he will apply for a visa to come over. If the visa is approved, he will get it. He will see it. Unlike sending the passport to one agent, the agent will say, okay, I have submitted your passport, I'm waiting for this, they have stamped it, I'm waiting for collection. You get stories for months.
When you say coming through studies, it's easier. They get to be in charge. Do you think, from what you have so far experienced that it is wise to come or to migrate paying the school fees
Okay.
at this point in time?
Of course, the school fees is very huge. Okay. But there are many schools that are tuition free. Okay. I keep watching videos on YouTube. I know some of those people making those videos are for content, just to get engagement in their pages. But then there are many. There is a saying in my place that says, leave the red spit in your mouth and pour out the white one. So what it means is, if you watch a video, the one that does not make sense to you, forget them. What makes sense, even if it's just a website you see on that video, why not take the website, make your research? So there are many schools that are tuition free. Japan, many schools, but the information is what many people don't have.
Okay.
So even the school in Vasa here in Finland, where we live, I will give some people the website. So will be calling me to give them further information. I'm not a student. I'm not interested in studying there. So don't expect me to be going to the website to get information. You that is in Nigeria that needs that information is the one that will sort for the information yourself. So the only thing I can do is so website. You can use it to get information about this school. This school is tuition free.
Would you still recommend or advise people to move abroad?
is a saying that each of us have different head. What is easy for you might not be easy for me. You understand me? So there are many people that, okay, I was telling one guy, he came 2 months ago with his wife. He's a young guy. He's my Christian brother. I was encouraging him. The beginning of everything is the difficult part. Okay? So you may have stress and you may not have enough job to sustain yourself, but don't regret. He was so happy with that encouragement. So what am I trying to say? Even if the beginning is hard, give that guy 1 year to 2 years. He will be a bit balanced. He might have a job supporting himself. Before you know, he'll get a good car for himself, driving and living a stable life. But the beginning is hard. So we will not say because it's hard for some people, we want to discourage other people. Think tomorrow, I keep saying, if you have opportunity to come.
23 years you have lived.
Yeah.
And by the course of the story you have told us today, you have lived and experienced different countries in Europe. And you have lived with other migrants and different shades of natives.
Sure.
French, Spanish, Finnish, Italians, even people from the UK. You've been there, you've done that. There is a different trend right now all over the world regarding migration, globalization. Natives are having a diverse opinion on how much migration has done to their land, to their culture, and to their people. Knowing what you know today, you are still recommending people to come if they have the opportunity. What do you say to those countries, to Finnish citizens who you live in their land now? What do you think will be going through their mind as you are encouraging more people to come to Finland?
Well, as far as people are coming in, living legally, working, they are contributing to the economy of Finland. Because once you are a taxpayer, you are contributing positively to that.
That's true.
To that land. So the citizens here, or the government, they open everybody to come. They open their doors for us to come. That's why I recommend come legally. So if you come legally, even those that come through school, they have that requirement to work. If they don't work, they cannot even renew their student permit. You understand me?
Yes.
So working means they are going to pay taxes. But the mistake most Africans have is this. We don't have that money to take off ourselves when we come to abroad. Because if you want to go to school here, you have a requirement. In some cases, they may say, okay, you have to have 6,900 euros in your account. Right?
Yes, yes.
So some people don't have that money. But they'll look for the money for the clearance.
Yes.
Whereas the government that requires that money is because they know that that individual will need that money
To sustain.
So when that money is not there, they are here, they may not be
In need.
in
And then become a liability, a burden to the natives of the country that they're in.
But in a situation where you rarely have the money, if you come, you will be surviving with the money before you start working. I'll take you back to Spain.
Okay.
I told you we got a government policy 2005 to get resident permits for over 1 million people. So that time, all of us started working, trying to buy houses, get mortgage. Fine. Now, there is this law that you can't pay more than 40% of your income for your rent or your mortgage. I don't know if you are aware of that.
Yeah.
So what it means is if you are earning 1,000 euros, your house expenses is not supposed to be more than 400.
Yes.
whether mortgage or
All
rent.
right.
Look at what happened. Now, most of us, we are working, we want to buy our houses, we want to get mortgage. Now, earning 1,000 euros, your mortgage, you need to be paying back 800 euros. No bank will give you a loan
Yes, based on the law.
based on your salary
Yeah.
and the money you'll be paying back.
Mm-hmm.
So what people does is, okay, they'll get a friend. It was all these estate agencies that were suggesting, don't you have a friend? Okay, you and your friend bring papers together, get a loan, buy one. The same papers, use it to get another one for the second person.
Mm.
So what it means is your income and my income put together might be 2,000 or 2,200, and we want to get the house 700 a month or 800. So the two pay slips can actually get that loan. But is it the two pay slip that will be paying the loan? No. So that is where many people fall into problem.
Okay.
Because the loan they got from the bank and what they need to be returning every month is almost their salary. So now you are earning 1,000 euros. Your mortgage is 800. To bank is two people that are paying that money. But in the real sense, it's only one person that is paying it.
Becomes a burden.
Yes.
And increases stress.
So if we follow the system properly, it will be easy for us to live.
But we are in a hurry. I mean,
yes.
We are in a hurry. And I have found myself too in that kind of situation where hurry is. But now that you mentioned too, being able to access the loans and being able to pay because they have two pay slip, would you consider it then a plus that as a migrant, being married and having a household, a joint income is a plus and a pathway to surviving?
No. I will explain. Like I got my mortgage 2006. Okay? Far back 2006. It was actually the week of my wedding. I signed my mortgage. The agent, which was one old Spanish man, got a second person for me, a partner to sign for me. I don't even know the person. You understand that? Because the office want to sell. Yes. They want to work. They want to earn. So they contacted another Spanish person for me. Really, he wants to buy. He's in the same situation with me. Two of us put our pay slips together. I got a loan for myself. He also got for himself. Got his house, I got my house. But then, I had issues paying. So, I was paying 800 euros then. And my salary then was like 1,000 euros. That's why I've been mentioning the 1,000. Yeah. But then, that also taught me a lesson to hustle extra. It opened my eye. I started doing other menial jobs.
Yes.
Not illegal jobs, but you understand me?
Yeah.
So I do menial jobs to meet up.
Yes.
Because after paying that mortgage from my salary, I have to fuel my car. Newly married, expecting a baby. Later had a baby. Paying the same mortgage, the same salary. So I have to push.
The mortgage was in your name alone?
No. It is in my name, but the other person will be
a co-signee.
Not signee. How is it called? A guarantor.
Okay.
Kind of that. If I cannot pay, he will pay.
Oh.
That's the word in Spanish, like a guarantor.
Okay, because I was just imagining if having a spouse, also helps in that kind of if that was the case.
Of course,
in Spain,
it helps. It helps, but in most cases, you see, it's only the guys that are hustling in Spain, while their wives are baby. We call them. Why I laughed? I remember there was one event. I think it was one musician that was coming to perform.
Yeah.
Someone says all these trolley mothers. Trolley, baby
Yeah,
trolley.
yeah.
They did not say baby mamas, so they say trolley mothers. That now they go through that place. You understand that kind of thing? So what am I trying to say? There are some women that their own is just take children to school, come back, go to their neighbor's house, talk, gist is not doing anything.
And,
you understand?
And they have their
but things have changed now.
Do they have partners that are registered, or they have multiple partners and then they keep having kids from different people, or how would you describe the trolley mother? Because this is the first time I'm hearing that. For somebody,
it is not so popular.
For somebody to say that now then go fool that place, it means
okay.
it is rampant.
Yes, let me say this. There are things people do which is not okay for me. And what is that? The boyfriend and girlfriend, they will live it together. They will have a child. They will take the child to the church for dedication. You understand me? But they are not married.
Okay.
Like my Christian faith, we can't do that. You can't live with a woman when you are not married to her. This is where the big problem is. There are some pastors in Spain, I'll use Spain as a case study, that have tried to do what is right by telling, if you are not married, you don't have to live with your wife, or you don't have to sell what guys are selling. You know what I mean, the drugs. You don't have to do that, or you don't have to do 419. Or you as a guy, you don't have to go and stand in the road to wait for customer. The next Sunday, the church was empty. So
you don't mean it?
Yes, because everyone there, almost 99%, are guilty of what he's saying.
99% of the parishioners.
Yes. I will explain. It's either this beautiful couple are not married, they are living together, and they have a baby, or they are married, the man is pressing computer to get money, or they are married, the woman still go out to meet his former customer, or they are married, the man is, anything can happen, so they are guilty. I will explain with another example. The city where I live, there was one church. The guy's name of the church is Aganchawa. You are an Igbo guy.
Yes, I am. Aganchawa is the name of the church.
Yes, the guy's name.
Yeah. Okay, the guy's name is Aganchawa.
Yes, he has another name, something living.
Okay.
Official name. It's very popular because in that church, it is guys with money.
Where is this?
Valencia, Spain.
Okay, Valencia, Spain.
Yes.
Okay.
So what am I trying to say? Big boys, you know people that language, you know where it comes from. So 90% of people attending that church are people that speak that language I used to describe the church. So it's very popular. I was traveling one day in Paris, waiting to change our flight. I saw one man, tall, handsome. If you see the suit he was putting on, with golds everywhere. I noticed we came from the same flight from Spain to Paris. So I was like trying to link up with the guy to know what he's doing in case I can get his contact and open for any collaboration. Exactly. So I was like, Safa, I noticed you came from Valencia. Do you live in Valencia? I say yes. I've been there for years, so people know me. I said, well, I don't know you. He said, do I know so church, Aganchawa? I said, yes. He said, he's the pastor. I was like, wow. I used to hear of your church. I said, please, what does that Aganchawa mean? He says it means overflow.
Okay.
That's what it means.
Yes.
Yes. He said, because any person that comes to that church will have overflow of blessings. So the idea is, regardless of what you are doing, you are welcome.
Okay.
I'm not in any way talking bad
about the church.
About it, no way. It's the system. is the system. I make mention of Italy, where you see loudspeakers everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And the people in that area, their major business is drug pushing.
Wow.
99%. 99% pushing drugs or girls doing their normal prostitution business. So the system is not the way we see it from outside.
I you know, haven't lived in Finland for 13 years. You know, I would expect that the same system that I'm used to here in Finland is what is prevalent.
No, it's far.
It's far different.
Far different. Depending on the area, it's far. I make example of France. I make mention of Italy. I make mention of Spain. I can talk about Portugal too.
What about Portugal?
Okay, like Portugal, they have few countries in Africa they colonize, like
Yes.
Angola,
Mm-hmm.
Kivet, and one other country colonized by Portuguese. So Portugal have a system for those for the people in Africa they colonize. For example, they have a school for only people, university, only people they colonize. That is one thing. Let me shock you. I still have the picture in my gallery. There is a square in Portugal, actually in Lisbon, capital city, one area. Just a square. I saw up to 15 African women roasting corn to sell.
In Portugal?
Yes.
In Lisbon?
Yes. Roasting corn, selling roasted corn, just normal. Police will not disturb, nothing. So, compare with what you have seen in Finland.
Nah.
Okay. In Portugal, people, you see roadside mechanics. I don't know if it still exists. I'm talking about 2014, 2015.
Oh boy.
Roadside mechanic. They are just there, permanent.
You just bring your car
Yes,
and then
yes,
they fix.
yes.
In Finland, here, you have to book an appointment.
No, not just appointment. They are doing it illegally. They are not registered. That's why I say roadside mechanic. Yes, so there are some things that is acceptable in one place. I don't know if it's still accepted. And it might not also be the whole Finland. I mean the whole Portugal. Yes.
Yeah, no,
So when I'm talking, I don't like generalizing.
No, I
the
get
parts
it. I get it.
Been
Yes.
I saw women roasting corn. I saw mechanic in the streets. You just go, guy, I come check my car. You understand me? So there are different systems when it comes to immigration.
And there are different experiences.
Then if you want to go to America, you know their
it's,
life there is totally different from what we experience in
it's,
Europe.
It's completely different, and you cannot look at everybody and everywhere through the same lenses. Mr. Cyril, it has been a good one with you.
Yes,
it has,
same here.
There is so much that we have talked about today, and I'm sure that we are going to get to continue this in a later episode.
Of course, there are many things to talk about.
Because 23 years is not 23 days. You have lived it. The only thing that you are still hustling.
We are still hustling, of course. But then we see results of our housing too. As I said, the best gift I have is my kids.
Yes, the family.
Of course.
Things that money cannot buy.
Yes, of course.
So the migration and the desire for the greener pasture can be for you to buy the things that money cannot buy.
Of course. There was one day, my daughter asked me, we were talking about her native name, her Nigerian local name. I told her, it's Abieyowa, which means born into prosperity.
Okay.
But she replied, but I'm not born into prosperity. So, you know, these children can mess you up at any time. I said, well, you may not understand. You can go to the kitchen as much as you want in a day to eat. That is what many people are not enjoying. Yes. And it's true, we don't have time for lunch and time for breakfast. No. 4 of us may be in the dining table. We have 4 different types of food in the table.
And that's prosperity.
Of course. I also told her, you have Spanish you are a Spanish citizen by birth, which means you can live anywhere in Europe. You can even travel to America without visa.
Does she have Nigerian passport too?
They used to have. But we don't need it anymore.
Oh no? We don't need Nigerian passport anymore.
No, like Spain, you cannot have, Nigeria and Spain don't have dual citizenship agreements. They don't have it. So you must renounce
one.
Okay. Like Spain with some other South American countries, they have that dual citizenship. But with Nigeria, they don't.
So anytime they go to Nigeria, they get visa.
Yes. So now they also have the Finnish passport. So that one was what she don't understand. You understand that
it means prosperity.
Yes.
Because you were born with a Nigerian passport.
Of course.
And in the course of your migration, because of your journey, you have been able to afford them a nationality that is different from the one.
What I still don't even have.
Yes.
I still don't have mine. Even though I have my permanent stay in Finland and permanent stay in Spain, but I still don't have the European passport.
Yes.
But they are opportunity to have two.
Yes.
Last time my daughter traveled to Greece, she was like, "Which passport will I use?"
Ew! Okay, that's because
and
that's prosperity.
Of course, this year too, she went to Spain for 1 month, school-related program. She traveled with the Spanish passport. So, what else do you want?
I'm happy you mentioned this. That people really consider other forms of progress or success other than the monetary one.
Of course.
They just want to see the thousands of euros in their account or millions.
Of course.
They do not see that there are different forms or ways to count the certain blessings that come with migration.
As I said, that passport alone, I feel fulfilled that they have it. Of being citizens of Europe.
Because the one where you use and pass what they come to Europe.
They can go anywhere. My daughter at her age, she have traveled outside Finland alone with her friends.
Do you still think you have the possibility of getting a European passport?
Of course. I'm 100% qualified.
You're hustling for it.
No. Just have not applied. But I'm 100% since 2015. I'm qualified to apply for Spanish passport. 10 years ago. Well, because of the issue I mentioned in Nigeria, migrating to Finland and all that. So that concentration to do the language test, I've not really. It's now I'm preparing. The same reason I refuse to learn the Finnish language here, because I prefer the Spanish passport.
Over the
so
Finnish
learn
one.
Yes, not for anything, because I just felt I'm good in Spanish language. So learning the Finnish language will always have negative effects on my Spanish language, which I suffered to learn 22, 23 years ago.
Wow.
So I hold my Spanish language so dear. So I hope to get the Spanish nationality. I'm 100% qualified for it.
That's good.
But I've not applied.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Thank you very much for making our time to join the Steve in IKEBUDE show today.
It's my pleasure.
It was really an interesting one.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, man.
Thank you.
Nice having this interaction with you.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope when we call you again, we are going to.
Of course. We'll come.
And for you out there, thank you for joining us in this episode. More of this shall follow. See you in the next episode. The best you can do for us is to be a part of this story, be a part of this show. You could comment if you have one or two things that you would want to contribute regarding this episode, what you picked from it, what area you would like us to make emphasis on during the next episode. If you want to see Mr. Cyril again, please let us know in the comment section. Do us justice by sharing this link with you, friends, family, acquaintances, and loved ones. Those people who you think, will learn one or two from this story that has been shared today. The journey of migration is, as you heard it today, is personally centered. Everybody has their own story, and I'm sure there will be more stories that will come your way through the Stephen IKEBUDE show. Thank you for your time with us. Remember to subscribe. It keeps you ahead. It sends you notification when there are new updates. Thank you. Till we see you again in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.